Welcome to sorry, Get to Know Your Nation, episode 40. We're 8 episodes left to get to know our nation, so we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 40 is Senegal. For Senegal, you are dark horses of this year's tournament. I'm calling it. I said this about Japan, the Netherlands, um, Senegal, of course. They are going to be underdogs no matter what they do. And plus, whoever's in the squad, I can think they can make it to the round of 16 or maybe the quarters. Best scenario will come very soon. So let's talk about it. Senegal, this is their fourth World Cup appearance. They debuted in 2002. They made their return in 2018 and 2022, in which their best finish was the round of 16 in 2022. So can they make it a little more better from the round of 16 to maybe the quarterfinals, semifinals? They're led by coach Pepe Tau, 18 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. Now, we obviously know Senegal won the AFCON Nations Trophy, and then unfortunately they had to give it back to Morocco. Yeah, I think Senegal don't want to talk about that, but they got real good players. I hope this player should be in this World Cup. Sadio Mane, who did not feature in the 2022 World Cup. Everyone wanted to see him at the 2022 World Cup, but due to his injury, he did not participate in it. Hopefully, he participates in this year's World Cup. Who is now with Al Nassr, 34 years old. He's a great striker for the Lions of Senegal, and he will be scoring a lot of goals. If he can be healthy, this could be probably his final World Cup in his national career. Kalidou Koulibaly, defender for Al Hilal, 34 years old as well. Remember, some of these players went from good clubs to now to the Saudi Pro League. Sadio Mane went to Al Nassr. Koulibaly went from Chelsea all the way to Al Hilal, and he's having a tremendous season with Al Hilal as a defender. He will probably be a participant for this year's World Cup. One player that could shine in this World Cup, one shining moment, if we talk about that, Pepe Guy, midfielder from Villarreal, who is 27 years old. If he can be an attacking midfielder, I think he will score really good goals for the national team. If he's a defensive midfield, I think he's going to help a lot on that defense. And then, of course, you got Edouard Mendy, goalkeeper for Al Hilal, Al Hilal. If I can remember, my brain is thinking right now. He went from Chelsea all the way to Al Hilal at the Saudi Pro League. Doing a great job there, and I do think he's going to end up playing in his final World Cup as Senegal's top goalkeeper. He's, of course, 34 years old. So let's go over their group. Group of death, by the way. They'd start against France, Norway, and then Iraq. Best scenario, and this is one of the best scenarios I think it could happen. If they beat France, they beat Norway, and they beat Iraq, first place, they will win Group I. And I think quarterfinals. I think this is a nation that, again, they're the dark horse of this tournament because of what they achieved in 2022. And I think this is going to be their best shot to get to the quarterfinals because, yes, it's an expansion World Cup. And to get to the quarterfinals, you have to at least win the group or get in top 2. Then win a game in the round of 32 and then round of 16 if you're going to get that quarterfinal spot. But then the worst scenario. let's say they draw with France, they lose, draw with Norway, and then beat um Iraq. That's 5 points, third place, of course, um, or second place, by the way. And I think round of 16, because it would probably be back to back round of 16 exits for the national team, and it could probably be if injuries affect the players and those young players who are in their first World Cup appearance, they're gonna have to be learned by those veterans. So I think worst scenario is round of 16, best scenario quarterfinals. If we're looking at the realistic way, France would be the game to watch. I think they draw with France. I think Norway, they can beat Norway, which is 4 points, and then 7 points to Iraq, which is second place, by the way. Really good place. Maybe first, second place. I think if we're talking Senegal, the question is, do they have the next generation players to come in to this World Cup? Yes, I do think so. France is going to be way tougher, and I think that is going to be the most eyeball game to watch. Yes, Norway is a good one, but I think there's a lot of questions on Norway than where Senegal is. And then Iraq, the Lions, the Metalan Lions, of course, making their return. They have questions. Is this national team ready for the big stage after their long-waited exit? So overall, we'll see what happens. I think Senegal's one of maybe a first or second place team in Group I. Find out tomorrow for episode 41. If you haven't seen my other videos, go check them out on my channel. Of course, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more sports news.